Do you sometimes wake up with a really painful and a stiff neck? Then this is the right video for you. So if you wake up with pain in your neck and some stiffness, this is the video for you. But if you wake up in the morning and you've got a painful neck, but you also have like a radiating pain down your arm or some stiffness down your arm, some numbness in your arm, then you need to do some different exercise. You need to go to this video here and that will help you exactly with that problem. So there's a 4-step plan in reducing the pain when you wake up with it in the morning in your neck. Step number 1 is you need to adjust your sleeping position. Step number 2 is we need to apply some traction. Step number 3 is we need to apply some mobilization of the neck. And the last one is we need to do some stretching. Very successful program. If you follow it step by step, it's definitely going to help you with your neck pain. So step number 1, adjust your sleeping position. The number 1 thing to do when you're struggling with neck pain first thing in the morning is to look at your sleeping position. What you shouldn't be doing, never, is sleep on your stomach. Never sleep on your stomach on your front. And let me explain to you why. I've got a model of a spine here. This is the back of the spine. This is the front of your spine. Your tummy is here. This is the back of your skull. Your face is here. So your mouth sits here. Now imagine I'm sleeping on my front. So I'm now sleeping on my tummy. So what I need to do just to breathe is I need to turn my head all the way to one side. So in this case, I'm going to turn my head to the left side. And then what I need to do is I need to tilt up as well because I got my head on a pillow. Some people just sleep on the front without a pillow, but with a pillow it makes it even worse. So what you then do is look at this, look what happens here now. All these joints at the back here, they're getting compressed when you are laying on your front. Definitely a no-go. So if you want to reduce your neck pain in the morning, do not lay on your front. Lay either on your back or your side and have a pillow with the right height, and the right height is you filling up the gap. So when you're laying on your back, the pillow should fill the gap in your neck here. So your ear is essentially in the same straight line as your shoulder. Or when you're laying on your side, you make sure you fill the gap between your shoulder and your neck here. So this gap is filled so your head's not tilted towards one side and is nicely and neutral, and that will help you with your neck pain to start off with. I can give you all the exercises in the world. If you keep sleeping like that, it's not going to work, to be quite honest. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, we need to apply some traction as well. So traction, very simple. There's 3 ways you can do traction. The first way of doing traction, super simple. It's just cup your thumbs here a little bit of your skull, and then what you do is you just pull yourself up. It can obviously be a little bit tough on your arms, but that will definitely give you some relief, some pain relief for your neck. The second thing is a bit easier. Just find yourself a sofa or a desk or anything else and go on your knees. Same thing, cup your hands on the bottom of your skull and then put your elbows on the table and just apply traction here and hold this for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. Apply the traction there and that will give you immediate pain relief from your neck pain. You can do this, you can do this throughout the day. You can start first thing in the morning. You can do this at work, anytime. So use the desk as a bit of leverage. The third thing you can do is something I've bought of the internet, of Amazon. It's about £10, $10. It's a traction cushion. So you see you've got 3 layers here. And what you do, this is lovely, like in the evening when you come back, you've got a bit of sore neck, is you put this on your neck. And you've got obviously some clip-ons here as well. And then you put a little bit of air into these cushions. You can see what happens now. You're getting a traction. This is an absolutely lovely way to relax your neck. It's super simple, it's cheap. It doesn't cost you an awful lot of money, and the traction you're getting from this is just absolutely wonderful. You can pump it up as high as you can and you get the traction. You sit here and you can sit here for a few minutes. As long as you don't get a radiating pain down your arm, you should feel some relief in your neck. You can pump it as much as you like, and then you sit there for a bit of time until the pressure of your neck eases, and obviously then you just reduce it, take the air out, push it all the way down. An absolutely lovely little gadget to use. So this is called a traction cushion, and you can find this online. I bought this one from Amazon. I think it cost me about £9.99, but it's the same in dollars. A lovely thing to have as well if you're suffering from neck pain. So we've done the sleeping position, we've done the traction, which gives you immediate pain relief. The next thing we need to do is we need to do a little bit of mobilization. All these joints, they get stuck, they get irritated, your joints get stuck, so we need to do some self-mobilization. Now I'm sure you've seen some videos where you use a towel to pull your neck around. That's a good thing to do as well. If you have a towel at work, it might not be so convenient. A very simple technique for that is just use your thumb. And what you do is you start with thumb off in the middle, you find the tender spot in your neck. So you go in the middle, you go like a little bit like an inch outside of the tender of or the middle of your neck. You find the tender spot. So say I find the tender spot here. Then I pull my thumb from the middle to the outside there. So I've got my thumb now in about a 45-degree angle on my neck. And all I do now is I turn my head to, in this case, to the left and up. And just pulling forward my thumb a little bit. So I'm accentuating this movement. And this is called segmental mobilization. So you can really mobilize those individual joints with your thumb. And you pull forward and then go as far as you can. Little bit of mobilization. This is what we would do in the clinic as well. We might adjust you if indicated, but this is a very good way of self-mobilizing at home. And you can do the other side as well. So you again start with the middle. You pull. You call this take up the slack. So you pull the skin a little bit to the side, so you've got no more slack in the skin. And then what you do is you rotate, in this case to my right. I've got my thumb on my left, rotate towards on the right, and I'm accentuating this with my thumb towards the left, to the right, and a little bit up. And you can really get a good mobilization here and move those joints that are stuck and get some more mobility and movement in there. Lovely thing. I mean, this is probably a very good thing to do first thing in the morning when you're in the shower, where you've got a bit of warmth, bit of heat on it from the shower. Put the warm water on your neck, and in the meantime, just mobilize yourself a little bit using your thumb. Get some more movement and mobility back in your neck and make it less stiff. Okay, and the last thing you need to do is you need to stretch out two main muscles. So the two main muscles in the neck are your upper traps and your levator scapula. The upper traps are the ones on top here of your shoulder, connect your head to your shoulder. That's the first one we need to stretch out. So we're going to start off with the right one. Very simple thing to do. What you do is make sure you push your right shoulder nice and down. So don't make sure your shoulder doesn't come up. Hold it down. And then what I do is I'm going to tilt now my head to my left shoulder. Tilt to the left shoulder. Then I'm going to drop it a little bit forwards. And I'm going to rotate it towards my right. So I'm now looking towards the involved muscle. And then I'm cupping with my left hand, cupping my right ear. I'm just pulling it to the side a little bit. And you feel that stretch on top here of your neck, or the bottom part of your neck, top of your shoulder. You hold that stretch there for about 10 seconds. And you repeat this about 3 to 5 times. Again, a lovely thing to do first thing in the morning when you're having a shower. So again, for the right side, make sure your shoulder's nice and down. Tilt my left ear to my left shoulder. Drop my head forwards. Turn my head now towards the right. I'm going to pull my head down and hold this for about 10 seconds and repeat about 5 times. And for the other side, what that will be is to make sure my left shoulder is dropped. Make sure it doesn't come up, make it drop. Tilt now my head to my right shoulder. Drop forward a little bit. And then turn towards the left, and then I'm going to pull a little bit more on the side here. And you should feel it again on the top. If you don't feel it, just play a little bit with the position of your head. So drop it forward a little bit, or tilt a bit more, or turn a little bit more. You'll definitely feel it on the top, I guarantee you that. So again, for the left side, tilt your right ear to your right shoulder, drop your head forwards, and then turn your head towards the left. And then, I can really feel that now on top there, a bit of a pull. So you hold this pull again for 10 seconds, repeat about 5 times. And that's a great exercise to do first thing in the morning, just to get rid of that stiffness and pain in your neck. The second muscle you need to do is called the levator scapula. You need to do a move which is like the armpit move, where you need to dig your nose into your own armpit. What you need to do now is turn your head. So I'm going to first of all stretch the left levator scapula. It runs from the top of my shoulder blade to the top of my neck. So I'm going to turn my head a little bit towards the right, and I'm going to go all the way forward and make sure my nose points into my armpit. And all I'm going to do now is accentuate a little bit with a little bit of a pull. Always make sure you keep your shoulder nice and down. Don't ensure your shoulder doesn't come up. So keep it down, pull forward, and you should feel that more at the back and the side here. So hold that again for 10 seconds, repeat about 5 times. You can do this throughout the day, when you're at work, or when you're at home and sitting at your desk. And on the other side is you're now moving I'm pointing my nose now into my left armpit. So I'm going to come down here, make sure my shoulder's nice and down. You come forward, you pull forward, and you hold that again for about 10 seconds. So again, just go forward, and you should feel it in the side there at the back. And those are So do those stretches. I mean, again, do these stretches daily, 2, 3, 4 times a day. You can't really do them too often, to be quite honest. So those are the 4 steps. So you adjust your sleeping position, number 1. You apply some traction, you do some self-mobilization, and you do some stretching. And those are the 4 key things you need to do to get rid of that neck pain that you might have first thing in the morning. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like it if you like it. Sharing is caring. Leave me a comment please in the box down below. I'd really appreciate some feedback. Tell me what you think of this video I've made for you. For now, I'd like to say take care of yourself, take care of someone else as well please if you can, and bye for now. Bye bye.